Hey everyone, Erica here, Barefoot Instructor. I'm going to lead you through a deep stretch class today. So we're going to start down on our mats. You can sit however you like, whatever's comfortable. We're just going to drop our head to one side and add the same side arm, getting a little weight on top, making sure our shoulder is seated and that our chin is forward. We're going to move that hand to the back of our head, turn and look down on a diagonal line. Option to bring our other arm away from our body and tuck it behind our back. And release, same thing other side. Add a little weight. Keep the chin forward, keep the shoulders seated. Move the hand to the back of the head. Diagonal line, option to take the other arm away from the body, tuck it behind the back and hold. And release, circling the head in one direction. And in the other. Reaching the hands out far in front of you, uncurling the toes. Find your way to down dog. Bending your knees. And lengthen. And bring those knees down on all fours. We're going to exhale and contract, glue the belly button to the spine. And arch through, head reaches away from tail. Again. And arch, circle the head and the tail, find that connection in one direction. And then the other. We're going to bring it all the way down to our backs. Bringing those knees in, giving them a big hug. Rocking to the right and to the left of the spine. Bringing the bottoms of the feet together. See if you can reach down and grab them. Letting those hips open, and you can also rock side to side here if you like. I'm gonna let those legs down, stretch the fingertips away from the toes. And bring the right leg in. Take it off to the side body, holding it in that elbow. Bringing it back to neutral, taking it straight up to 90. We're going to mobilize the foot, ankle, and toes. We're going to bend and flex. And point and lengthen. Again, bend and plie. Lengthen the knee, extend through the foot. Last time. You can stay here, or you can open up that hip again with your leg nice and long, taking it out to the side and holding that leg, making sure that you're not peeling up, but both hips are planted on your mat. And if you did take that leg out to the side, go ahead and bring it back to the middle. Then everyone, take their left arm to their right leg, cross the midline and hold. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to put it inside our hip socket. So we're really getting into that hip flexor here, and we're pulling our hands away from each other in opposition. That's going to give us a much deeper stretch, and again, Trying to keep that left side attached to your mat. You don't want to roll over to where you're falling out of the stretch. You can soften the knee, flex the foot, and then lengthen back through. We're going to place that right knee down on the ground, stacking it with the left arm on top. Right arm's going to uncurl behind you. You can look back at that hand. You can look away from it, or you can look back and forth. Taking that right arm, if you haven't explored in that shoulder area already, go ahead and bend that arm to 90 degrees. You can reach it up to the head, down to the tail. And if it feels good, you can also do some arm circles here. I like to take my arm circles and follow it with my focus. And then we're going to flip it over into our relaxation pose. So we're going to slide that right knee out, turn our bodies twist to face the ground. We're going to intentionally try to relax and turn off all of our muscles that are fired up here. So on every exhale, just soften. And that tail's gonna pull us back. Our right leg stacks on top of our left. Right hand to the right knee, press it away, create a little space in the hip socket. And then we're gonna reach down for that left side. Go ahead and replace your upper body back to the mat. You can rock here if you want to. You can also extend that left leg up to straight position and re-grab if that feels good. From here, we're going to let everything go. You can shake those legs out if you want. And we'll keep that right leg down, doing the same thing the other side. So bringing that left knee in. We immediately take it over to the side body and hold. Opening up those hips. Bringing it back to neutral. Taking it straight up to 90, mobilizing. Foot. Toes, ankle. And we're going to bend and flex it. And then point and lengthen. Again. Last time. So if you want, you can stay here, or you can take that left leg off to the side body, holding it in your left hand, keeping that right side glued down to the mat. Bringing it back to neutral. Everyone take their right arm to their left leg, hold it, cross the midline. Again, we're going to take that left hand right in here, wedge it in deep down, so you're really pushing on the hip flexor And then we're going to pull our hands away from each other in opposition. Bend and soften the knee. And then going right back out to straight. And drop that left knee down, stacking it with the right arm. Our left arm uncurls behind us. Again, we can look back at it, we can look away from it, or we can look to and from. So whatever feels good for you today. And if you haven't already, bend that elbow. Experiment with moving the arm up towards the head, down towards the tail. You can reach it back and forth. And if you like, you can add arm circles here. So bring the arm down and around, way up and over. And as I mentioned on the other side, I really like to follow the arm with my head and my focus. That helps me get a deeper stretch. And after that last one, we're going to send the left knee away and find our relaxation pose. Tailbone pulls you back. Stack those legs. Left hand to the left knee, presses away. And reaching down for that right side. You can stay here or you can rock side to side. And if you want, you can extend that leg straight or re-grab it. And when you're done, let it down, shake it out. So from here, we're gonna sit up, flexing those feet out in front of you, nice long spine, reaching down for the balls of the feet. If you can't get all the way here, you can hold on your ankles or on your shins or whatever, wherever you're at for today. So from here, we're gonna take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, we're gonna try and get our body closer to our legs. Again, deep breath in. And on the exhale, try to make it go as far as you can this time. And we're gonna roll it up, taking that left leg, crossing the right. You can either hold that leg and give it a hug, twist and look over the left shoulder, or you can send that right arm straight through. You can do both. So go ahead and find that spiraling action here. And release, grabbing that leg, pulling up nice and high, so we're trying to make this heel tuck into our hip, and left hand to the left knee to press it away. Give it a little stretch. You may or may not feel this one. And then let the leg back down straight. Switch the other side so that right leg gets picked up, crosses the leg. Again, you can wrap your hand here, find that little hug, or take that left arm and slice it straight across. Either way, find a nice spiraling action and look over that right side. release, grabbing that right leg, picking it up, tucking it in. Right hand to the right knee presses away. And we're going to release it. Take those heels close to your tail, send the knees down. Stay stretched out here. You can walk your hands closer together if you want. Looking to one side and then the other. Keeping that neckline long, don't crunch it down. Walking those hands in front, heels down, hips up. We're going to shake our head yes and no. From here, we're going to take that left leg back in a big giant step. So we're kind of making a triangle shape with our legs. We don't want our hip to swing open here. We want it really to be seated down and parallel. Bending the back leg. Lengthening, flexing the front foot. And replacing. Raising the heel from the back leg, keeping those hips square. And setting it down, and on your next exhale, try to get your body closer to that front leg. You can stay here, or you can take that right arm up to the ceiling and or reach it behind your body. When we release, we're walking the hands to the front, turning our toes to the front, replacing your hands, and if you can, we're going to bring it down to our forearms. Otherwise, you can just stay where you are. And using those hands again to walk those feet to the other side, parallel. So again, we're going to make sure that the hip is not swinging open to the front, but it's seated down and parallel. We're going to bend the back leg. And straighten, we're going to flex the front foot. And bring it back to neutral. Then we're going to raise the back heel. Checking in on those hips. Setting it down. On the next exhale, try to get your body as close to the front leg as you can. And then stepping out for a big lunge. And lunge, we're going to draw some circles. We're going to release that knee down. Uncurl the toes. You can stay here. Or you can turn out the left foot and bring it down to your forearms. You can stay here, or you can bring that left arm up. Always welcome to tuck it behind. Place those hands back down. Instead of switching to the other side, this time we're going to extend the left leg long out to the side, bringing it close to our right leg, and simply switch. Other leg is in front. So, starting with our knee off the ground, we're going to draw those circles. and release the knee. Remember, you can stay here, or you can turn out that front foot, bring it down to your forearms. You can stay here or bring that right arm up to the ceiling. And you always have the option to bring it behind the back. So we're going to use the power of our abs, and we're just going to take the same leg shape we're in now and squish everything together into seated position. So we'll have our right leg stacked onto our left. Tuck it in a little bit tighter, and we're trying to keep a long spine and keep our sits bones planted down on our mat. We're going to walk it forward, lengthening up and out of our joints. Rolling it up, switching our legs. Same thing. Rolling it up, bottoms of the feet together. Last time for our spiral. Make a little space between your tail and your heels. So tail to the back of the mat, heels to the front. And see if you can bring it all the way forward, head to your feet. And that completes our deep stretch class today. Tune in same time next week. I look forward to stretching with you again soon. Thank you.